What is going on, obscure mic people? It's Bark. By popular request, back in the robe, the obscure robe. But I'm back. Almost did the Eminem thing. I'm not gonna. With an obscure microphone, a Fender. Yes, Fender makes microphones. You've seen this one if you shop for used microphones. It's the Fender P51. Look at the P51. I mean, it's a microphone. It's got a switch, on-off switch, handheld microphone. Nothing special about it whatsoever. But I will drop a picture over my face to give you a close-up of it. It's a microphone you can get for like $20 or less sometimes from Fender. And it is basically, it's a dynamic microphone. It doesn't have any kind of like really offensive sound coming out of it or anything like that. It's very usable and doable, but it is very plain Jane, if I must say so. But let's go ahead and do some tests. Handheld dynamics, you're looking at about a 4 to 5 minute video. That's just what it is. There's nothing to talk about here except for talking into the mic. Let's go ahead and do some tests here. I'm going to go Peter Piper picked a peck of pickle pineapple pizza. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickle pineapple pizza. Now, when I get right on top of the microphone, this is what it sounds like, and the proximity effect, in my opinion, sounds good. I think this microphone sounds better the closer you are to it. You back off just a little bit, and it loses a whole lot. But when you're right there, doesn't sound too bad at all. Let's go ahead and do some off-axis rejection. I'm going to turn the microphone 90 degrees so you can hear what the off-axis rejection is. 180 degrees. 90 degrees, and then slowly back around to the front of the microphone. Let's do some handling noise. I hear that. I hear the handling noise quite a bit, but I don't know how bad it is. I'll tell you, the build quality of this thing is actually fairly impressive. Like, it's a really high quality metal. The head basket is hard as rock. I mean, it's not an ugly mic. It's kind of an attractive mic. I got the red Fender logo, a really basic on-off switch, but I mean, it's got a good build. It feels sure-like. I mean, it really does have a great build to it. And again, the closer I get to this thing, the more I like it. But I don't like to be confined to having to be this close to something. For the sake of knowing, I've got this plugged into the PodTrack P4 from Zoom. And I've got the gain set to about a 5.5, 6-ish. No phantom power, just a dynamic microphone. No phantom power needed. And this is what the microphone sounds like. I think it sounds pretty good, especially considering that I did an episode of Stuck in My Generation last night, and the preamps on the Zoom P4 just felt kind of cold. I didn't get a lot of warmth out of my Avlex AVS 77, and Maybe I did something wrong. I don't know. I am definitely prone to microphone and audio mistakes. That is for sure. But yeah, the Fender P51, again, if I can keep it this close to my mouth, I think it sounds okay. I think it sounds quite all right, but I like to be 4 or 5 inches off, and 4 or 5 inches off, I don't think it sounds as good. Like, this mic is definitely a stage mic, because I think people want to get really on top of it. So as a stage mic, I think for the price, this thing's fantastic. But otherwise, unless you're a podcaster that can train yourself to literally be on top of this thing, just day in, day out, on top of it, that's what she said. Just on top, just gagging on this thing. That's what she said. That's the only way. This is the way, says That's what she said, DeLorean. Back to the Future reference or Mandalorian? I was going for Mandalorian there. Didn't quite work. That's what she said, DeLorean. I don't know. I have to keep working on that. Anyways, what the fuck is wrong with me? I'm going to try to go streaming more. I'm going to do some more live streams. I did that this evening. You can check it out a few videos ago. I had a really good time doing it, so I'm going to try to do it some more. It was really a good time. Really had a good time. So I'll be doing that more. And I want to let you know, if you see stuff on the channel and you're like, I'd like to buy that from Bark. Yeah, you can go the reverb route. Most of the stuff I have is posted there, but obscuremics.com. You can go check out latest videos. You can buy the gear that I use because I always sell it. There's also a scoring system, a microphone scoring system. I need to get that updated from the last couple microphones, but kind of grading as I go along, price per performance. So that's a thing on obscuremics.com. New email, bark@obscuremics.com. So go check that out. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks for those who joined the stream tonight. It was a good time for me. Hopefully it was good for you. That's what she said. But the P51, I mean, considering you can get this for 15 or 20 bucks, I will give it the green light. I don't think there's anything special about it, but again, as a stage mic, I greenlit it. Podcast mic, if you can keep your ass up on top of it, sure, absolutely. Gaming, no. Gamers are floating around like this, like, fucking gaming, bro! And they're all over the place. You know, they're full of energy and excitement and spunk, full of spunk. So gamers, I wouldn't recommend it. Voiceover, absolutely not. But for a podcast, a quick podcast, sure. Stage mic, definitely. Definitely a good stage. Definitely a good stage mic. Just stay on top of it. Be one of those singers that does this whole thing where I'm not going to put my lips on it because it's sold. But do I have another one? Can I just stick my lips on something? Here we go. I said I want to get close to you. If you can do that, I'm an idiot. But if you plan on doing that to this, you're good to go. Shove that fucker right. Shove it down there. Obscure mics. It's late, and the robe always brings out the worst in me. It's like the Hugh Hefner of mics comes out when I wear the robe. See you guys next time. Peace out.